This one's called Rumplestiltskin's Daughter, D-O-T-T-E-R, subtitled A Meaningful Poem. You be the judge of that. As am I depends from mat meretricious constancy of so-called blue lobelia, yes ma'am. Another these fertile dirtum, yes it is, amen. Oh, the very first thing that you must understand is a woman and a monkey in a big brass band. Mansions of our father, homestead of our dads. Time refines the present für die Menschen keine Stadt. Dear Philbert Desenix, I don't know, I'm divided on this. Roger said he understood this just as a completely closed system. It didn't matter that he had the background on it or not. I was just like, people just whacked out. There's like maybe one person in a billion who'd read this and know what the hell I was getting on about. Philbert Desenix is the alter ego of Wender Warthog, who was like my total idol as a comic book hero when I was a kid. He was part of this whole California car culture that I was really into. And he drove what was then called a funny car. And his nemesis was this guy called the Pie Man, who was always throwing pies, and they'd get in his fuel tank and they'd blow up his engine or whatever. So there was Gilbert Shelton, the guy who went on to do the Furry Freak Brothers. So it's like, and he had this big nose, like with a hog end on it, Wonder Warthog did, and Philbert Desenix looked just like Jeff Dirksen with this long pointy nose. Anyway, and the little glasses, total Jeff. Anyway, this is really Dear Philbert Desenix, yes, I do have 6 brave tits, but we have not been introduced. Porsches built by human hands, but your alter ego has fashioned such a funny car from Detroit stock. Time deafens the prescient. I am Pork Chop del Fuego. I don't believe we've been introduced. Shiny teeth and all, I've got so much to eat now. Big old plutocrat, you owe me, man. Your cars aren't hygienic also. So much body by Fisher detailed dictum. I remain at length without license, El Pie Man. The even yet disbanded leisure poets, so-called, discontinue their anti-laborian past mastery of les oeufs sans souci. Run mild, run brie. D'ye ken Jean Paul, wi his coat so grey? Leave off those interesting bicuspids, huh? Fatal tenebrist, in the sense that a marriage must be played from strength. There is a catastrophe in the dishpan. It is you who have initiated the process, and your travails retain an oblique lineage of documentation. I've got to rise to my Elvis size. Without it, boy, I'm just getting up each day and walking around. I got me up every day, got me labor every nerve, got a whole total quantum meaning thus it ever was. Within a white nation's state, clean the spuds out your ears, angst, more glominoid than tenebraic, a celantropho climacteric funk, thus it ever were. Dotty-mouthed social self, emergent, rampant, in my dotage, erupts from an hard-worn sense that I need no longer present as genteel. Bad, archaic element, thus was. There's that. And a couple more decori. Another decorum here called Decorum and Hysterical Eye. Withstand KSW-AWAS pension stuyvescent, Imel plus beautial the hindmost grapplish hakelnadel dispute trumitatugs dinchend etc deceme jacque instanster latinate selbstprong lorkina und kinderlingem rode atlas field Ungsru, dent equals ego brunt, ownage, peruse snatches, cashpo ativictionel, aspirantaver, rage, a glottal spectre, laparoscopial langstrom, pelfa portion, Nabaroff, litmo creef aspectival Snyder range seeping outward, towards Tad's downy punctum, swards ecleptival, albajet soniaction, bereft given chamfered scoos trifilta belly, o denultra nixons as we cease to become information, which is a line that is all over the place in these things, as we cease to become information. Façer, stٰve, decorum, Think to yapi lil sique subter seft ges substral pronunx u script, the nether chico polyps distaff regiangst, where in fantacrons girls, manque frel frustadiva, them choice may be to elongate a sleazy pung to nepic disproportion, nor has a me color air factor de such or beer parlor, euconisha, self same up you got her junked dudgeon eclept Trujillo. And the last one is called Hallowed Weekend, a stump. Intra DECORUM, and it's not centered text, but I still consider it within the, larger thing of DECORUM, but it claims to be after Samuel Beckett. Now, I don't want to blame Beckett for this, and I actually, when I wrote this a number of months ago, and then I went back to check the book of poems, collected Beckett's poems fairly recently, and I can't find anything in there that this is after. It's like, okay, well, what did I don't know, I really don't know what that was going on about, but for some reason I'm blaming Beckett for it, so poor him. Hallowed Weekend, a stump, intra DECORUM, after Samuel Beckett. Sapped out, constrained by legerdemain, oft skewel, parodic, pasquinadalic, yea, have I followed yet, scrotopunctum, and materials altogether, seismic city-state, monofilament, shelter, seeps from out a brawny cranny. Who's left? A sprawl of new homes pululent with booty, mauve suede, all-terrain aroma, gripping well-nigh purchase, grappa senza ruta, cataractile, en slaven spavinid osmium, as it ceases to become information, mantic, mixin, foreclosure from Sritten as to lexidendratisha, druidictum, forku, to place, wiggly shingle, trust me. Thank you.